Good afternoon. I will discuss polity, Indian polity, short discussion, short question. Okay, let's start our discussion. Please subscribe this channel because it will help you for success. So, Indian polity. Which of the following constitutional amendment act deals with the elementary education or as a fundamental rights? 86th amendment. The members of the Rajya Sabha are elected by elected members of the Legislative Assembly. এখানে কোনটা রাজ্যসভাতে ইলেক্টেড হয়, তো এখানে আমরা দেখতে পাচ্ছি হুইচ অফ দ্য ফলোইং কনস্টিটিউশনাল অ্যামেন্ডমেন্ট, কোন অ্যামেন্ডমেন্টটা ডিল করে এডুকেশন অ্যাজ এ ফান্ডামেন্টাল রাইট। 86th, দ্য নাম্বার অফ দ্য রাজ্যসভা আর ইলেক্টেড বাই রাজ্যসভার যে মেম্বার্স যারা ইলেক্টেড বাই ইলেক্টেড মেম্বার্স অফ দ্য লেজিসলেটিভ অ্যাসেম্বলি, লেজিসলেটিভ অ্যাসেম্বলিতে তারা ইলেক্টেড হয়। তিনি ইন হুইচ অফ দ্য প্রেসিডেন্ট in which way the president can assign any the function of the Indian Union government to the state government। কোন ওয়ে মে কোন ওয়েতে প্রেসিডেন্ট অ্যাসাইন করবে তার কাজকে ইন্ডিয়ান গভর্নমেন্টকে চালিত করবে, ইউনিয়ন গভর্নমেন্টকে এবং টু দ্য স্টেট গভর্নমেন্ট, ইউনিয়ন গভর্নমেন্ট থেকে স্টেট গভর্নমেন্ট ইন কনসালটেশন উইথ দ্য গভর্নর অফ স্টেটস। ওকে, in which 42nd constitutional amendment 1976 which word was added by the preamble। कौन सी वर्ड 42nd amendment constitutional amendment में preamble में हमने ऐड किया है, तो यह सेकुलर। which of the following article of Indian constitution deal with the right to equality before law। কোন আর্টিকেলটা ডিসকাস করে যে ইন্ডিয়ান কনস্টিটিউশন যেটা ডিল করে রাইট টু ইকুয়ালিটি বিফোর ল। ওকে, এটা আর্টিকেল 14। চিফ মেম্বার অফ স্টেটস আর মেম্বার্স অফ ন্যাশনাল ডেভেলপমেন্টাল কাউন্সিল। ওকে, চিফ মেম্বার্স আর মেম্বার্স অফ ন্যাশনাল NDC, ন্যাশনাল ডেভেলপমেন্টাল কাউন্সিল। If a budget is defeated in the legislature of a state, ठीक है, अगर बजट डिफीटेड होता है तो लेजिस्लेचर में स्टेट का ऑफ ए स्टेट, देन the council of minister along with the chief minister has been resigned। বাজেট ডিফিটেড হলে তো তখন লেজিসলেচার ডিফিটেড ইন দ্য লেজিসলেচার মে, তো ওখানে স্টেট দেন তারপরে কী করবে না, স্টেট কাউন্সিল দ্য কাউন্সিল মিনিস্টার এবং উইথ দ্য চিফ মিনিস্টার রিজাইন করে দেবে। বিগিনিং ফ্রম দ্য ফাইন্যান্সিয়াল ইয়ার 2017-18 বিগিনিংয়ে আমরা দেখতে পাচ্ছি নীতি আয়োগ প্ল্যান করেছে টু রিপ্লেস দ্য 5-year প্ল্যান রিপ্লেস করে দিয়েছে which of the following 5-year vision, 10-year, 15-year, 15-year। Okay, see you answer। which of the following taxes is levied by the state government only? entertainment tax। okay, কোন ট্যাক্স যেটা লেভিড করবে স্টেট গভর্নমেন্ট? এন্টারটেনমেন্ট ট্যাক্স। The Comptroller and Editor General is closely connected with which of the following committees of Parliament? Comptroller and Editor General যে আছেন তিনি ক্লোজলি কানেক্ট হবে কার সাথে? the following committees সাথে, the Public Accounts Committee। The Speaker of the Lok Sabha address his letter of resignation। the Speaker जो है रेजिग्नेशन देवे, तो resignation to the Deputy Speaker of the Lok Sabha। The terms of governor is 5 years। The President of India can be removed from his office by Parliament। प्रेसिडेंट के रिमूव करबे के ना पार्लियामेंटेर द्वारा। subordinate courts are supervised by High Court। National income of India is compiled by central CSO, central statistical organization। ठीक है, Indian citizenship is granted by the Minister of Home Affairs. Okay, Indian citizenship देवे. Or how many constitutional amendments to the Constitution of India have been made so far? Okay, কতগুলো কনস্টিটিউশনাল অ্যামেন্ডমেন্ট আমাদের অলরেডি হয়েছে 122টা. দ্য চেয়ারম্যান অফ দ্য ন্যাশনাল ডিজাস্টার ম্যানেজমেন্ট অথরিটি এনডিএম এর চেয়ারম্যান কে না প্রাইম মিনিস্টার অফ ইন্ডিয়া. When the offices of the president and vice president fall vacant simultaneously, যখন প্রেসিডেন্ট অফিস ভাইস প্রেসিডেন্ট এবং প্রেসিডেন্টের অফিসে ভ্যাকেন্ট হয়ে যাবে তখন কে প্রেসিডেন্ট হবে না চিফ জাস্টিস অফ ইন্ডিয়া. The power of the Supreme Court of India to decide disputes between the center and the states fall under. Okay, সুপ্রিম কোর্টের পাওয়ার যেটা ইন্ডিয়াতে ডিসপিউটগুলো করবে যে সেন্টার এবং স্টেটের যেগুলো ফল আন্ডার যেগুলো পড়বে অরিজিনাল জুরিডিকশন ফল আন্ডার অরিজিনাল জুরিডিকশন হবে. The Speaker of the Lok Sabha can be removed from his office by স্পিকারকে লোকসভা স্পিকারকে আমরা রিমুভ করব. ওকে, অফিস থেকে বাই কার দ্বারা না রেজলিউশন পাসড বাই দ্য লোকসভা. একটা রেজলিউশন পাস হয় লোকসভার মাধ্যমে. সরি, what does section 124A of Indian Penal Code deal with? Indian Penal Code 124A কি ডিল করে? sedition. Indian Constitution can be amended according to the procedure laid down in the following article. Indian Constitution can be amended following of the procedure laid down. Which article? 368 article. Rajini is a popular form of folk song belonging to the state of Haryana. Lok Sabha Secretariat comes under the direct control of Speaker of Lok Sabha. Lok Sabha का जो Speaker Lok Sabha Secretary come under direct control of the Speaker of the Lok Sabha. Which of the following act introduced separate elections, communal representation for Muslim? সেপারেট ইলেকশন হবে মুসলিম কে লিয়ে মুসলিমের জন্য, তো সেটা হবে অ্যাক্ট অফ 1990. Okay, which constitutional amendment act deals with the disqualification of MP and MLAs? 52nd. Who decides disputes regarding disqualification of members of parliament? কে ডিসাইড করে ডিসপিউট করবে যে ডিসকোয়ালিফিকেশন মেম্বার অফ পার্লামেন্ট? President in consultation with the election of commission. The president in consultation with the election commission. G20 is the group of treaty largest economics represented by their finance ministry and the central bank governors. Okay, देखिए G20 देखो G20 is a group of treaty largest economics, okay, represented by their finance minister and the central bank governor. Okay, all doubts and disputes in connection with election, जो সকল doubts এবং dispute যেগুলো কানেকশন কার সাথে করছে ইলেকশনের সাথে of the president are recorded into the decided by Supreme Court. All dispute doubts, okay, doubts of election of the president is incurred into the decided by Supreme Court. The word secular was added to the preamble of the consultation of India by 42nd Amendment Act, Constitutional Amendment, secular. Okay, in which consultation does the president convene? কোন consultation করবে president convene করবে and prorogate করবে all section of parliament prime minister? In which consultation does the president convene and prorogue all session of the parliament, the prime minister? The operational period of 12 5-year plan is 12 to 17. The minimum the minimum age limit for the membership of the Vidhan Parishad is 30 years. Okay, which type of democracy do we follow in India? कौन सा type का democracy हम follow करते हैं? Representative. The largest committee of Parliament of India is Estimates Committee. Again, which of the following states has bicameral legislature? Jammu and Kashmir. Which of the following states has bicameral legislature? Jammu and Kashmir. A uniform form of government is that in which all powers are concentrated in the hands of central government. A uniform form of government is that in which all the powers जो concentrated है hand में जो है central government का हाथ. Which of the following bicameral legislature? Jammu and Kashmir. Which of the following sets of taxes belongs to central government? जो कोनटी যেটা সেন্ট্রাল গভর্নমেন্টের হাতে ট্যাক্স যেগুলো সেন্ট্রাল গভর্নমেন্টের সেটস করে এক্সাইজ ট্যাক্স ডিউটি কাস্টম ডিউটি অ্যান্ড ইনকাম ট্যাক্স who has the right to decide whether a bill is a money bill or not? Speaker of the Lok Sabha. The discretionary powers of the governor is limited in the discretionary जो power है governor का is limited in assent to bills. Okay, governor का assent to bills. Who is the first law officer of the country? Attorney General. Who has the power to prorogate? Who has the power to prorogate the Lok Sabha? President. Prorogate करेंगे Lok Sabha में. According to the Indian Constitution, who has the power of declare emergency? President. Okay. B होगा आंसर. ये motion moved by member of parliament. ये motion जो move करेगा parliament में when he feels a minister has committed a breach or privilege of the house by the withholding facts in case of called privilege motion. Okay, privilege motion. The 14th Finance Commission has recommended increase in state share is net proceeds from tax collection from 32% of to 42%. 14th Finance Commission है recommended किया states को share करते हुए. Which one of the following was established with a definite? Which one of the following was established with a definite provision under the article of the Constitution of India? कौनटा established with definite provision है article of the Constitution Election Commission. The president can advise money to meet unforeseen expenses from the contingency fund. D. President can advance money again contingency fund. The Preventive Protection the Preventive Detection Act curtailed right to freedom. The members of the all India services serve the both in the union and the state government. The term of office of the Vice President of India is 5 years. The Controller Auditor General of India does not audit the receipts and expenditure of local bodies. The Comptroller and Auditor General of India does not audit नहीं करेंगे the receipt and expenditure local bodies. The minimum number of members that must be present in to hold the meeting in the Lok Sabha is 1/10 of the total member. The minimum number of members that must be present to hold meetings to the Lok Sabha 1/10. The most important function of an interest group is to alter government policies to its liking. Most important function interest group is alter government policies to its liking. Okay. Who was responsible for the integration of the preferential states into the Indian Union after independence? Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. After an hour, the motion moved by a member of the parliament to draw the attention of executive for discussion of a definite matter of the public importance is adjournment motion. The chairman of the Public Accounts Committee of the Parliament is appointed by Speaker of the Lok Sabha. Public Account Committee. Okay, Speaker of the Lok Sabha. Who among the following is true to be for the Supreme Court of India? Federal Court of Appeal, Guardian of the Constitution. Okay, all of the above. The chairman of Niti Aayog is Prime Minister. Formed the following. Who was the following first woman Speaker of the Lok Sabha? Meera Kumar. Right to privacy. Article 21. Who among the following is not a member of the National Development Commission? K. Member National Development Commissioner. The President of India. Right to constitutional remedies comes under fundamental rights. The president can dismiss a member of the Council of Ministers on the recommendation of the Prime Minister. Which of the following provided of the Constitution? Planning Commission. The parliamentary form of government. Executive is essential to the legislature. Which of the following states sentence is not correctly is correct about the President of India at the first session of Parliament after each general election? The Sarda Act is related to child marriage. Which parliamentary committee is in India? Which parliamentary committee in India is normally chaired by a prominent member of the opposition? Public Accounts Committee. The statutory powers of the legislation under the Indian Constitution rests Parliament. Appointment of all India services are made by the President. Which institution has the final authority to interpret the Constitution of India? Supreme Court of India. Okay. Which of the following guaranteed by the Indian Constitution? Right to free education for all. The Jammu and Kashmir State Legislative Assembly has a tenure of 6 years. Which one of the following committees is declared as a twin sister of the Estimates Committee, Public Accounts Committee? Who appoints the Finance Commission in India? President of India. Okay, so thank you friends. I think it will help to hear and और भी वीडियो हम बनाएंगे बहुत ज़्यादा क्योंकि कोई भी क्वेश्चन छूटना नहीं चाहिए. Okay, so thank you और